Hey folks, Landstryder here, bringing you a pre-alpha preview of Iskandar's new mod pack, Atonement, Sins of the Past. So I'm told to play this, you should be in hardcore mode with only one life, and then we're going to go ahead and create the world, and if everything goes right, this should work out for a pretty good quick start guide. Okay, well. Make sure there's nothing around. You can get that little weather thing. Oh, incoming sheep, incoming bad guys. Don't let them hit me. No. All right, at least I started with a sword in my hand. Let me get that armor on. That's important. You get that armor on that you start with as quickly as possible because that's your absorption. You see it down there above my health bar. There's some yellow hearts. You do not have natural regen. So it's vital that you get that armor on as quickly as possible, and that will prevent you from taking health damage right off the bat when you get hit. That absorption will get taken first, and then let's see, is that no? It's just a regular oak. If I see a great wood tree, oh, is there one right there? I want to get a little bit of that wood real quick for later. So there's some things you want to do like immediately when you start. You want to collect some stuff because the first day is the best time to be out in the world collecting things. And if you can avoid, if you can avoid dying the first day, and then finally eventually set up some kind of base. The kind of base that I'm going to be setting up is going to be like an underground base. That seems to be the best strategy I've found so far. I'm sure other people will eventually come up with some other strategies, but that seems to be a really good strategy to just get the things that you need and get underground, because everywhere is tainted biome. So everything wants to kill you. All the creatures are tainted. They're gonna try to eat you. And then there's monsters, and if you're outside at night, it's going to be really nasty. So you want to avoid that. Now this is actually the second time I've recorded this, or third or so. The first time I went through did pretty good, except when I went to do my sound, I forgot to turn the weather sound off. This has the weather mod, and it is extremely loud. And when I went back to edit that video, couldn't hear me at all. All you could hear was thunder, lightning, and rain. Almost the whole video. That's sad. So I got one of the most important things I needed, a seed. Let's see, one of the other things I really need is a sapling or two. Bonus apples are always welcome. And I'll need to get a bunch of wood. Let's see, some other things that I might want to get are, I don't know about clay, not super necessary. Some sand would be good, and some reeds, some sugar cane would be super good. I want to get some saplings. I haven't got a sapling yet. You start with a decent amount of equipment. There's one sapling. Nice to get another one or two. There's one. Okay, that's at least two. Alright, I could probably deal with that. Get maybe a few more random seeds along the way. Oh, there's one of the most dangerous things. Swarms, those are extra dangerous if you get too close to one of them guys. You can kill the nest. It is possible to kill it with your sword. It can be difficult though. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to move away from that. Oh, there's my reeds. There is my sugar cane, got that. And then let me rearrange this real quick. There we go. Shovel usually goes in the second slot. Everybody's got their own preference on that for sure. So yeah, I'm going to grab some sand. That's one of the other things I'm going to probably need, because once you get underground, once I start an underground base, it's going to be a hard thing to come by without coming back up to the surface. And once the first day goes by, this taint's going to keep spreading. All this fibrous taint, eventually it's going to coat everything in the area that you are around a lot. So wherever you... Oh, there's one over there too. Oh, there's one there. Oh, they're all over the place. I'm surrounded. You also want to try to avoid stepping on that fibrous taint because it will do some damage to you. Oh, and tainted mobs will try to kill you. Yeah, it doesn't always... It's not 100% guaranteed. Oh, pig. Nasty. It does seem to slow you down, too, when you walk on the fibrous taint. Okay, there we go. Get away from that stuff. Pigs are chasing me. So are swarms. Oh, give me some more sugar cane. I'll take that. For sure. But I do like the look of this little area over here. That could be a nice place to dig in. And I can see some copper exposed over there. Maybe that would be a decent place too. I got plenty of sand. I could use more wood. I really could feel like I could use more wood. It's only midday. There's a tornado forming over there, but I think I'll be okay. So let me head over this way, see if I can get a couple more oak trees down. Yeah, if I didn't have the weather... Oh, that's hail. Interesting. It's hailing. If I didn't have the weather volume turned all the way off, it would just be overpowering noise right now in the middle of the storm. So you can still hear some. I think I can still hear some of it. But let me get a little bit more wood here. Oh, look, I think I got another seed. Yeah, I did. Nice. Seeds are good. Oh, that swarm is still following me. Well, I better take it out. Now, Iskandar did tone these guys down a bit. And if he hadn't, they would just be game ending, really. Because those swarms, by their natural settings or natural damage and stuff like that, is much higher. So thankfully he toned them down a little bit, I'm pretty sure. Otherwise it'd be really hard to deal with them. Okay, I got another oak sapling, that's good. I still got plenty of time, but I'm feeling like now might not be a bad time to start digging in. Tainted plant. Don't know what that... I want to mess with that. Oh! Okay, well, didn't take no damage at least. The absorption got me there. Saved me there. I'm taking a little bit of damage. Is that all? One thing that's nice is there's some coal up there. That's all copper, though. I'm going to need iron if I really want to get things done in any kind of timely manner. So yeah, I'm going to start digging in right here. And you got to kind of be careful while you're digging in stone, because this has Deadly World, another one of the mods installed. And you could run into a silverfish vein at any level. I'm pretty sure it's any level. So I'm going to need to take one of my pieces of wood and make myself a crafting table. I'm pretty sure, yeah. No crafting stations in this. There's no Tinker's Construct. There is something else that is a fairly cool mod that okay, let me... Actually, I got a couple torches, so I can at least light up that. There we go. There is another mod that adds some interesting weapons that's called Clockwork Phage, and we'll get to that when we open the books and stuff. But I want to start getting down in and get my base at least semi-secure. I'm going to use some cobble, and I'm going to close this up because I don't want to see the outside world again for a long time until I'm ready to start dealing with that taint. Ah, there we go. There's something else you will occasionally run into from Deadly Worlds, is just random pockets of water while you're digging. So that's what that is right there. Let's go ahead and... kind of hate to get rid of it because, well, there's water right outside my door, so I might be okay when it comes to needing water later. Can I even... Yeah, there we go. I'm going to go down just a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to need copper for. Probably for making bronze or something for some of them clockwork tools I just mentioned. Not sure what else I can use copper for. What I really need is some iron. I'm probably going to find some iron as I'm clearing out what will be eventually my base area. Alright, that's probably a decent distance into the mountain. I can start actually opening up a room now. Water. More water. There we go. Get rid of that. Yeah, that water can be annoying because it'll come in and it'll put out your torches and yeah, all kinds of bad stuff there. So yeah, I think I'll just go to the side here. I'll make myself a little 7x7 room, and we'll move on to the next phase, which would be to probably take a look at the books and stuff. So let me clear out a room real quick, and I'll be back, and we'll take a look at the books and the goals and all that stuff. Alright, I got myself a nice little 7x7 room, all lit up with 4 torches. I sealed off the entrance again, because I don't think I'm going to be going back up to the surface, like I said, for a long time, until I am able to push back that the taint. So one of the things you need to do is you're given an ethereal bloom to start with. 1 ethereal bloom. You also get subscribing tools to start with. But you need to put that ethereal bloom down, and you kind of want to get that in the center of your base. It does not have a very big radius. In fact, I think it might be a 7 radius, or 7 radius. So it's probably just covering this room, and that will prevent the taint from encroaching on the room. And it should even clear the area directly above me, like the surface, from I had my chunk lines on because I wanted to make sure that my room was kind of all in one chunk because I didn't want to split it up. And anyway, I was just saying this should even clear the surface a bit. So, but I won't be able to tell until I actually go outside again. Like I said, that's gonna be a while. I got lucky, and there was a coal deposit right in the mid, running right through the area that I was cleaning out. So I want to clean out the rest of this coal, grab all that up. That'll be useful later on. Save me from having to use any of my wood as fuel, which is excellent. I'm gonna be able to use all my wood for crafting stuff from wood. Maybe make some. Wow, this is a big coal deposit too. Okay, well I'll worry about that a little bit in a minute. So now that I'm in a nice safe environment here. In fact, let's light that up back in here just to be double safe. Now that I'm in a nice safe environment, I can first of all clean up my inventory a bit, make myself a nice double chest to put away all this extra stuff. Keep my inventory relatively clear. And I'm going to take a look at the books. So let's first start by looking at the introduction book. So we got this nice graphic for the Atonement. Yeah, that's the Atonement graphic now. Really, really awesome looking, I think. Welcome to Atonement in the Past. It will introduce you to all the changes and new recipes to help get started. So all of the questing and information in this is presented through the Echirian mod. Hopefully I said that right. And we've got like links to stuff, Thaumcraft. I think these are all just like links to different pages in the book. So we'll just go flip through it real quick. Talks about Thaumcraft, what you can do there. There's some talks about how you can use the ethereal broom. Okay, here we go. Terraforming. Oh, the Thaumic Terraformer. Oh, okay. Maybe that's a good way to undo the tainted area, potentially. And of course, silver woods, if you get the pure node in the middle of them, that will undo the taint as well. And then ethereal blooms will push the taint back as well. So those are the different methods of dealing with the taint. And then there's a thing called a Thaumic dishwasher where you can, that's kind of cool, where you can untaint the animals. So if you capture animals, then you can get them untainted somehow. And we might get into that if I manage to live that long and do enough episodes on. So peck in a jar. You can even make a peck in a jar. Cool. Okay. Some stuff about Botania. Clay Conyas are great for getting clay. Jaded Amaranthus is good for getting more flowers. And the Orchid is good for getting ores without having to go look for them. Yeah, Euclid Daisy. What does this one do? Oh, this one drops ethereal essence randomly. That's nice. So you can use that to get your things that you need for Thaumcraft, your aspects, and stuff. Whisper Reed. It gives you research points somehow. And the Taint Thistle will convert goo, flux goo, and gas into mana. So that's awesome. This is the one I mentioned, the Clockwork Phase. This is a new mod for me. I've never got a chance to play with this before. But what I think it does is it adds... Well, nope, there's no pages in there yet for it. So there's some content. I think this is actually in another book. So we'll go to that other book and look at it here in a minute. So some special crafting recipes that are only present in this mod pack are you can use a mana infusion to craft knowledge fragments, sugarcane from sticks, and floral fertilizer from bone meal. I think this is just the recipes for the Clay Conda, Jaded Amaranthus, and Orchid. I'm not sure if that's changed any from their standard recipes, but there they are. And that's the end of that book. That's the introduction. So then we got the Clockwork Phage book by itself. There is a lot of information to this, and I'm not going to be able to really explain it because I haven't had a chance to play with it myself. So you got springs and gears and frames and clockworks. Basically, what this amounts to, if I understand it correctly, you guys can, if you want, go back through and pause and read all this. What it basically amounts to is that when you make tools that work off of tension from springs, and you can wind them up, and basically they're like power tools except they are wind up. So really cool concept. I like it. There's quite a lot to the mod, it seems like, and I'm going to enjoy getting into it in this pack. If I can, like I said, if I can live long enough to get to it. I'm not sure if that's gold or if that's bronze or something else, but it looks shiny like gold. But I bet it's bronze or brass. Okay, so yeah, and that's that book. That's, like I said, that's something I want to get into. And the achievement book. This is basically your quest book. It doesn't have HQM. It's basically a kind of well, I'll say self-monitor honorary type thing. So like if I complete a task, I just put a check there. So I mean it's kind of self-guided quest. It's not strictly enforced. You either follow the rules or you don't, I guess. It's not going to hurt anybody if you play the Modpack the way you feel like it. Like I said, you wouldn't have to play it on hardcore if you didn't really want to. But I'm trying to play it to the best of the intentions of the pack creator. I hope I said that correctly. Yeah. Play it as intended by the pack creator. That's what I was trying to say. So the goals for the pack is to get a farm of at least 4x4 in size. Well, I'm pretty sure that means 4 blocks by 4 blocks, not 4 chunks. I hope. I might have to we might have to get some clarification on that. So wheat, carrots, potatoes, and melons. I don't think there's anything other than the basic crops in this. I don't think there's any special food mods or anything like that. So just have the basic vanilla crops. And then you need to set up a ranch with 4 to 8 animals of cows, sheep, pigs, and chickens, which can be quite difficult because remember, only tainted animals are going to spawn unless you manage to untaint a very large area. Tame a horse, which isn't implemented yet, probably because no horses spawn in a Tainted biome. And I doubt they spawn in Magic biome either, so until... Well, actually, there's a way to do this. There's a way to do this in the current pack. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe we'll even get to that, but if you change the biome, there's some things that allow you to change the biome to Plains biome. You might be able to get that to spawn and work. Same with the wolf and the ocelot. I don't know about the wolf. Ocelot, yeah, change the forest. I'm not sure what biome the wolf spawns into, but if you can change the biome to whatever that is, I think it's like taiga, taiga or something like that. So, next set of goals is restoration and restoring the world. They want you to remove the taint from a 4x4 chunk square. So 4 chunks by 4 chunks, large area. So obviously, since he clarified that that's chunks, this is not chunks because it doesn't say chunks. So it was just a 4x4, a little garden actually. So restore at least 4 of the ancient trees because we have the ancient tree mod in this. So somehow we need to do those, and I'm not sure. Let's look at the crafting recipe. Maybe that you just craft them. Maybe you kind of get them with Thorncraft. I have to look at the recipe for it. Restore at least 4 silverwoods. So I'm pretty sure you can craft some silverwood saplings somehow. Because you're not going to be able to find them out in the Tainted biome or in the Tainted forest or any of the world. You're not going to be able to find them. So you must be a crafting recipe for it. Set up a small village with at least 4 villagers. Okay. Maybe not too difficult. You're going to have to get some zombie villagers and wash them or something. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do that. Protect the people with an iron golem. Well, that's just a matter of making the village big enough that one spawns, I think. So, and then that's all the goals that are set up for now. So not a ton of goals, but they're going to be difficult. I mean, they're going to be difficult. You only got 1 life. The surface world is insanely hostile. And like the longer you spend time in an area, the more hostile the surface will become, because it will eventually, the fibrous taint will spread and grow, and it'll absorb all the trees and turn it into flux goo, and there's all kinds of bad things going to go on the surface while you're loading the area around you. So yeah, the surface is going to get worse until you're able to start working on some stuff. So let me put all this extra stuff away for now. Kind of wish I would have got a little bit more floral fertilizer, but, I didn't want to spend too much time on that surface. So next thing that I think is going to be super important is to get myself an area, a room area large enough to grow a tree. Now, it's going to be directly underneath this room. In fact, I think I'm going to use a ladder to get down in there because because I don't want to, if I go any further away from the this thing, like I was thinking about even like making a little thing on the side in the corner, like going in like here and then putting the ladder right here. That might even be too far away from that. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try it. I'm actually gonna go ahead and try that. Oh, look, there's some ore. Nice. Some copper ore. I'll take that. Did that copper ore just like go flying up out of this? Probably ended up on the surface somewhere. Oh well. Yeah, well, while I'm thinking about it, what do I use this for? What do I use copper for? Uses of copper. Okay, so clockwork phase stuff and electrical age stuff. I'm not sure how I feel about the electrical age stuff being in this pack. It's really cool. I love the electrical age. Don't get me wrong, I love the electrical age mod. But like everything else in the pack is like very magical or steampunkish. And well, electrical age just doesn't seem like it fits to me. What do you guys think? What would you use for a technology mod? that, you know, is going to let you do some processing and a little bit of stuff, a little bit of cool stuff. Well, actually, don't tell me. Go tell Iskandar. Go tweet it to him on his Twitter. In fact, if you want to know when this is available for the public, that's something else you should do, is go follow Iskandar on his Twitter, and you'll see him talking about the pack and what's going on with it, and you'll know when it is available for public consumption. I just wanted that dirt, just in case I don't find another bit of dirt. I got plenty of cobblestone. You always want to backfill any holes that you dig so you don't have mobs spawning in there. Also, so the fibers taint and stuff can't start creeping into it. At least I think that's a good plan. All right, so I'm gonna do a little digging, and I'll be back in a minute to show you what I've got done so far. Well, I've got a little room now down below here. I think, what is this, like 8 tall or so? Should be tall enough to grow a tree in the middle of a 7x7, I hope. So that will go there. And I got really lucky. There was one of those water deposit things, water things. Anyway, there was water in the wall there. So when I was digging, I'd exposed that, and that turned out to be just like kind of perfectly situated. So now I can grow my sugar cane right along here. So I can get some sugar cane growing. So I'm gonna need lots of paper for research notes for doing some Thaumcraft. And now that I have water there, and I also diverted that water kind of like through and under there, though I should be able to do some farming down here too, a little bit of farming. So if I go up, get myself a stone hoe, I can till up some of that land and get those couple seeds planted and get that started as well, because I'm going to need that. Need that for food eventually. So I don't think I'm going to be able to survive on apples permanently. I need some wood and some gobble. There we go. Give myself a hoe. Now it's time to farm, it says. Time to farm. And yeah, I use that water over here so I can just quickly jump down. And start growing me some crops along here. I only got 2 seeds, but it won't be too long until I can get more. So I'm not sure if I want to literally make 4x4 plots, or if I'm just going to go, if I have 16 crops growing, that's good enough. I might just go linearly and go 16. Well, I can't really dig out too much further, because remember, the only thing that's protecting me from the taint is that bloom. That guy right there. So yeah, there we go. I've got me a little tree farm going, a little bit of food growing. So I think the next thing is to maybe start a little bit of Thaumcraft. So I got scribing tools, I got some wood. Let's get a little bit more wood. I think I need to do one of these numbers, like so. Get myself, actually I need 2 of those. 1, 2. The other thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to go down in the ground and start digging around for some gold. So, scribing tools on the left will make it look the way I like it. There we go. Research table. Oh, and I start with a bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff, actually. Okay. Well, I'm going to actually research. Well, I know one of the ones I got to research. Aqua Terra gives me life. Victus. Alright, but that's all I'm going to do with that. So until I can get down in the ground a little bit further and find some gold and some crystals, I'm going to be a little bit stuck on that. You know what I could do, though? I could, in fact, since I got this iron, uh-oh, there's a tornado right above me right now. And even though I've got the weather volume turned completely off, I'm sure you can still hear it. And it's quite loud. I do apologize, guys. Sorry about that. I'll try to talk over it. Yeah, no point in even. There was no point in even trying to talk over it. Yeah, even with the weather sounds turned all the way off, there's still. I mean, like if I go in here and see weather sounds are supposed to be completely off. It's still quite loud. So what I'm going to do, I made myself a furnace right here. I'm going to cook up these 7 bits of iron that I found while I was digging out stuff down there. I got plenty of coal. That was kind of nice. And I can get myself a wand, maybe. Can I get a wand, a bucket, and a pickaxe? No, I'm 1 short. If I had a full 8 pieces of iron, I could do that. But I probably don't have to have the bucket right away since I managed to get lucky with the water situation down there. So I wouldn't really need the bucket because I already got the water where I need it for now. Yeah, so maybe I should just go ahead and make myself the wand and the pickaxe. I'm going to need the pickaxe in order to get the gold if I do find it. I need an iron pickaxe. But I think this is about as far as I'm going to get in this episode. I will save the rest for later on. So I did pretty good. Didn't die. Actually, I'm still at full health. And got a little bit of saturation. Well, because of the armor. That's where the saturation comes from. So yeah, and I can make myself a wand. Get that made. Oop. I need some ingots, or some nuggets, I mean. Nuggets makes me some wand caps. And then I hate that it takes 5. Why couldn't it take like 3 nuggets to make a wand cap? Then it would only take 1 nugget to actually make the one. So there we go. Got my basic iron capped wand. So if I do kill things, if I do find some things to kill, I can start charging that up. Or if I happen to come across an ore node, but I don't think I'm going to be seeing very many ore nodes. The problem with finding ore nodes is since the entire world is tainted, if you find an ore node, it's going to be tainted. And I'm not sure how you can untaint it. Possibly if you can manage to get it next to a pure node. I'm not sure. I'll have to research that. But anyway, I think this is as much as I'm going to get done for this episode. I got a decent place to live. I've got a nice potential food supply. And as long as I don't, as long as I resist the temptation to stick my head outside, I should be good. The only other danger I really got to worry about is when I actually go do some mining. There are dangers down in the earth in the form of silverfish and potentially falling into a cavern or something like that, although I think I can avoid that. It's the silverfish that really got me worried. So we shall see. So I'll do some mining, some exploration next episode and see if we can't get some gold and get moving on all this. Oh, you know, there is one other thing I could probably do to see if I can get a little bit of a jump start. Just a little bit of a jump start. Let me do one last thing. Floral fertilizer. Remember I got 2 of those from breaking grass outside. So if I get really lucky, a white flower, awesome. That was 1, but the thing is I need 2 in order to make this work. If I get 2 white flowers, no, I'm not that lucky. Bummer. So I'm gonna have to come up with another way to get some more floral fertilizer. So I either need some bone meal or I'm gonna have to go outside and break grass. And neither of those options sound particularly appealing to me. That's a bummer. If I could have got 1 more white mystic flower, we could have started on Botania in the next episode. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this preview. Be sure and go and check out Iskandar's Twitter if you want to get status updates on the pack as to when it will be available to the public. Until next time, I will catch you later.